Hello, and welcome to another episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. This is Beriathan of the Citadel Guard of Gondor back in the Gladden Fields. We can technically go back to Radagast now, but there are still many things we can do here in the fields. So we're gonna wait a little bit before going back. Tears of the Gladden. Okay, yeah, we need to examine the Gladden Fields. I have a lot of things in here. Lost Lord, yeah. The Gladden Fields. We already have them. The Gladden Mere. Yeah, well, we are making good progress in that regard as well. So let us check the Gladden Falls. It seems it's the next destination. But before we do that, and before I forget, here in Toonmelin, I still wonder what this raise button is all about. Old raise button, it's not doing anything. Alright, yeah, it seems there's nothing related to it, so maybe just some Easter egg of some kind, which is weird. A little weird. Not too much, but a little weird. At least I'm glad I'm not missing anything, so that we can continue with the next step of our exploration in the Gladden Fields. Without name. While exploring the Gladden Fields, you have noticed a number of frightened marsh tenders hiding amidst the reeds. Although Radagast remains uncertain as to the cause of their sudden timidity, he believes you may be able to coax them into again serving as the dutiful tenders of the Gladden Fields. And okay, we have the timid, but also the maddened. Some of the marsh lurkers in the Gladden Fields have succumbed to a sudden mysterious madness. To Radagast's dismay, the creatures seemingly cannot be turned from whatever corruption has taken hold of them. You should defeat them before they bring more harm to the other inhabitants of the Gladden Fields. Oh my god, we need to find how many frightened marsh tenders? And defeat how many maddened ones? Oh. I mean, there are plenty of them all around, but there are still a lot. I know, we only need to calm 8 of the frightened ones. That seems a little bit more likely. We still need to fight a lot of these maddened ones, but... well, that's the usual stuff in this kind of quests. Okay, here we have some Gladdens to examine as well. The petals of these Gladdens are marked with round patches of an unidentifiable blight. Oh, Christ's sake. Wandering lost light? What now? Oh, what's this? Strange lights flicker in the swamps and marshes in the Vales of Anduin. Wandering lost lights move along the river Gladden. These creatures should be defeated if the Vales are to remain safe. Oh. Lots of things. The petals of these Gladdens, yeah. Patches of an unidentifiable blight, that's been established. Can't barely see, but here we are. Although you do not know what caused their sudden fear, you have succeeded in calming a number of marsh tenders in the Gladden Fields. Okay, that sounds good. That sounds nice. God's sake. Stop it. It is unfortunate that they could not be healed of the malady that overtook them, but you have prevented the maddened marsh lurkers from doing more harm to the other inhabitants of the Gladden Fields. We just need to find a couple more Gladdens. Just one more of those. Okay, there we go. Fill Radagast vial with water from the Gladden Fields. We are already here, that's fortunate. Completed Site of the Vales. Gladden Fields. That's great. This is a good location to build a file. You note a faint green tinge in the water collected from the Gladden Fields. We need to go back to the Sparrow and give him the vial, but first we have Sites of the Vales, Eerie, High Pass, Hadori, and Tavavark, Rosgoville, and the Gladden Fields. Well, Rosgoville was a flashback technically, but it still counts. You have explored the Vales of Anduin in great detail, and that also gave us 5 LOTRO points. We didn't get anything else, right? Some virtue XP, okay, well. And a title? Yeah. I already checked that title, Watcher of the Vales. So we just need to find our friend, the Sparrow. Ah, there's a lost spirit here. Okay. Completed. Bale's Death Slayer. Okay, let us check that too. Goal marks and reputation. Nothing else. But Death Slayer advanced. We need 80 of them. That sounds feasible. Here we are, Mr. Sparrow. The Sparrow appears to have awaited your return. It points its beak at its leg, and you realize it intends to return to Radagast with the scroll and the small vial of water you collected. You gently tie the vial of water to one of the Sparrow's legs and produce the scroll Radagast prepared for you. You return over the scroll and begin to write on the side Radagast left blank. You tell Radagast that many of the Gladdens near the Gladden Fields have become blighted, but a few still show no signs of disease. You also know that the water of the Gladden Fields appears to be solid, but you are uncertain as to the source of the pollution. You roll the scroll and bind it to the Sparrow's other leg. It chirps in what you take to be a friendly farewell and flies off. Yeah, what a friendly little guy. And with this, we're only missing one of Radagast's friends. And we can maybe complete some of these other quests along the way. Alrighty. I don't think there is any quest for toads, or at least not yet. But as much as I've tried, we cannot fully skip them all. There are just too many of them. Wandering Gloom, okay, we can use this one. That was fast. We're about to find Radagast's friend. Okay. Oh, we can also complete the last spirit. There we go. You notice a Bunting. Perhaps this is one of Radagast's friends. Yeah, give me just a second, Mr. Bunting. You have defeated many lost spirits along the River Gladden, making the Vales of Anduin safer. Oh, this is also great. So we have completed quests of the Gladden Mere. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'll explain that to you in just a moment, but we also have newed Kindred to Wilderfolk, as we have also completed Ally to Wilderfolk. So really quick as well, here we have our reputation. The new deed that we got, Kindred to the Wilderfolk. There we go. Nothing too major. We have the deed completed, Ally to the Wilderfolk. The title and 15 LOTRO points, some marks. You have rich ally status with the Wilderfolk, yeah, that's true, and 15 LOTRO points, but also, and that is in here, quests of the Gladden Mere, 1 out of 8. And we've kinda gotten a little ahead of ourselves, because these quests are technically part of the next part of our adventure after the Vales of Anduin, and that is the Gladden Mere, which, well, is technically part of the Gladden Fields, and that's why you can find some of those enemies in the Gladden Fields, even though those quests were technically added at a later point, and following the philosophy of the series, we maybe should have waited on them, but to be honest with you, I didn't remember these quests were from the Gladden Mere, so that's why I'm still doing them, the Gloom Waters and the Glooms, but that means that when we eventually get to the Gladden Mere, we'll finish that zone even faster than we should have if we had waited. And you will see the Gladden Mere is a really short zone. Anyway, let us continue here. As you stand and curiously look at the Bunting, it lowers its beak to point at a small scroll bound to its leg. You take the scroll and begin to read it. The scroll contains hasty writing, which you swiftly identify as the writing of Radagast the Brown. As you read on, Radagast explains that a company of orcs who survived the end of the war has now made camp at a place they call LOTRO in the Gladden Fields. Radagast's writing continues, and he describes how until a few days ago, the orcs had apparently often feuded with the men and half-orcs in the center of the Gladden Fields, but they did not seem to pose a serious threat to the Wilderfolk. However, Radagast now fears they have been stirred by the words of a large orc among their number, and as a consequence, they have grown more bold in recent days. Troubled by the harm their siege engines might inflict on the Gladden Fields, and concerned that the Orcs might soon attack the Bjornings and Woodmen, Radagast concludes by asking you to drive off the Orcs and damage their siege engines beyond repair. As the Mountain remains perched nearby, you decide to investigate Lulstrog. Investigate Lulstrog. Okay, we can do that too. And that way we will finally also get the Orcs for the Black Boat. That would be great. What will also be great is our weapon aura. Unmistakably held by the remnants of the Shapakai in the Vales, Lulstrog is heavily fortified. Yeah, how can you not love this effect? This is awesome. Anyway. After defeating one of the Shapakai at Lulstrog, you notice a grim trinket hanging loosely from a band around its neck, a shorn dwarf beard. The Shapakai must have taken trophies from the dwarves they slew in Moria, and they now wear them as a cruel reminder of their victory over the Iron Garrison. You should reclaim the shorn dwarf beards from the Shapakai and burn them in one of their campfires. No dwarf should be forced to endure such an insult. After discovering an encampment of Shapakai in the Gladden Fields, you recall Mazog's last words in the Tower of Dol Guldur. Wherever your people catch a glint of gold, or silver, or gems beneath the mountains, there will be an orc to slay him. Everyone. That is my vow. That is the word of Mazog. It seems that Mazog's words have not gone unheeded by the orcs of Moria. You should defeat them and drive them from the Vales of Anduin. Yeah, with pleasure. But we also have here their banners. As you press deeper into Lulstrog, you notice that the banners flown by the Shapakai bear a striking resemblance to those once flown by Mazog and his Pulpum in Moria. If the legacies of Mazog and his cruel forebears Bolg and Azog are ever to be ended, the banners of the Shapakai must be burned. Yeah, it seems we have a lot of things to do here in Lulstrog. This is gonna be great. Alright. Yeah, talk to Gandalf on the road north of the Dusken Vale. That's gonna take a little bit longer. So for the time being, let us focus on the Orcs at this camp. Okay. But it seems to be flowing quite nicely. Oh, a Shapakai Defiler, okay. Yes, we need to collect a lot of beards in here. Okay, is it? Alright, here we have it. With many of the Shapakai slain or driven back into Moria, you have helped them to make safe the Vales of Anduin. That's one. What else do we have here? Well, we're almost done with the banners. That's not a big deal. And we're also almost done with the siege engines. That's also not a big deal. But we're still missing a relatively high number of dwarf beards. That might take a while. Can you please stop resisting my attacks so that I can finally defeat you? Yeah, thank you. Find and defeat the leader of the Shapakai. Where is that guy? Well, it's not you, that's for certain. Yeah, that was not you. So, we'll need to keep looking, but well, that also... Ah! We'll call him with this drum. That makes sense. As the sound of drums echoes through Lootstroke, a harsh voice rises within the tent. Har! You're awfully determined, aren't you? I thought you might go a sticking your nose when it don't belong again. You won't got topsides on me this time. Yeah, we'll see who comes on top this time. You're friends with the Iron Garrison, are you? Pity how that turned out. Do something, you useless maggots! Vengeance for Mazak will be done. The Pulpum have not forgotten. Lord Cat falls defeated, but his last words echo on your mind. Okay, and that was also very convenient in that it gave us all the other dwarf beards that we were missing. That's great. We're still missing one banner, and I have no idea where it is, but we can burn the beards. Although Moria remains lost, you have done much to avenge the dwarves slain by the Shapakai. Yeah, and a banner. I just need one more banner, if you don't mind. One more banner. And I have no idea where I will find such a banner. Maybe on this side? Yeah, on this side of the camp. There we go. Although it cannot avenge the hurts done to the dwarves by the Orcs of Moria, you have done well to burn the cruel banners flown in Mazak's name by the Shapakai. Alright, that was shorter than I expected. And if memory serves me right, which maybe it isn't, but there should be a treasure cache somewhere around here. Is that right? Or am I just... Yeah, I am just misremembering things. Okay, we gotta go back to the bunting. And do that. Ah, maybe the treasure cache is on this one? I very distinctively remember one of those being behind one of these machines. And I'm sure there is somewhere around here, but I don't remember the exact location. So it seems we'll just need to go back to the mountain. Okay. Third one's the charm, they say. Is it true this time around? No, it isn't. What about a fourth one? I don't know any sayings for a fourth try. Didn't work either. I know there exists some sayings for when you attempt something 4 times. And there's also a saying for a 5th one. But I truly never learned them. And it's a pity. Well, in any case, they didn't work. This didn't work either, so it's not a big deal. The mountain appears to have awaited your return. It points its beak at its leg, and you realize it intends to return to Radagast with the scroll. You turn over the scroll and begin to write on the side Radagast left blank. You tell Radagast of victory over the Shabbakai in the Vales of Anduin. However, you mention that the Orcs once loyal to Mazak now seek vengeance against the dwarves who escaped the downfall of the Iron Garrison. Whether they resurface in days soon to come or many years from now, the battle for Moria is not yet ended and a vigil must be kept. You roll the scroll and bind it to the bunting's leg. It chirps in what you take to be a friendly farewell and flies off. Well, it seems that was it for the moment. We really need to go back to Radagast in Hultvís, let him know what we learned about Sharky and Saruman. And we really don't need to be fighting these Gloom Waters or the Wandering Glooms. I mean, we'll get more chances of fighting them in the future, that's okay. Let me just double check. What else do we have here? Well, we have the Lost Lores. We're about to complete at least the old map up with a male and female reader, which is great. The Black Book of Mordor. We don't need to do that for the time being. Saruman's Folly. Gloom over the Gladden. Wandering Lost Lights. Oh, that's gonna take a while too. And Gladden Gloom Waters, well, that one can also wait. And traveling to Blómgard, which seems will be our next destination. So, let us master in Hultvís. I gotta say, the Gladden Fields were a lot shorter than I remember them, even without taking into account the new area that was added with update 24.5 maybe. Now, it seems, thank God, we have unlocked we have unlocked gold marks for modes. Which, I mean, it's okay, but what we really need to unlock from here is Ragnhild's quests, so that we can finally get the tokens needed to get the master in the Bjorninghus. That might take a little bit longer. Now, where is Radagast? Here with Rickmar. Ah, good. I am glad you've returned, Beriathan. You have been a great help to me. My sparrow delivered the water sample to gather to me. My bunting told me of your victory over the Orcs, but my thrush lost sight of you. I'd begun to worry that Sharky proved a more formidable foe than I'd been led to believe. Is Sharky defeated? You explained to Radagast that the leader of the ruffians in the Gladden Fields was an old half-orc named Garamog, who impersonated Sharky in an attempt to amass a small fortune from the lost relics of the Gladden Fields. A half-orc. I had heard he was a man, but now it seems that neither is true. Who is Sharky? You tell Radagast that Saruman is Sharky. Radagast falls silent for a long while. Gandalf told me that the Ungoledain have imprisoned Saruman in Orthanc. Is that not so? When there is time at last, I will write to Orthanc and question him myself. Alright, we don't get a quest from Radagast to continue adventuring in the Vales, but of course we have this one that we've got a couple episodes ago. Some rumors to the south. These tales come from Blómgard. Shadows in the night and a frightful scuttling sound upon the roofs of the village. I have not spoken with our leader Orahil since the elves gave these woods to us. Oh, this was with Rickmar. But she is not one to speak falsely. There are good men and women in that village, and if we can save them from this creeping danger, we should do so. And if these are just tales, well, at least we will know for certain. Yeah. That's our next step. Let us do that, but once again, before I forget, we got Shield Gambit Light Healing. That's another good one, I guess. But it will cap at 130, so I think I'm just gonna do without it. I'll need to clear my carry-olds, I guess. They are full with things I'm not using, so I really should check that out. Anyway, we're gonna ride to Blómgard now. Which I expect will be a very pleasant ride. I hope. Maybe a couple of lost lore pages along the road, that would also be great. And let's see, what else can we do in a Blómgard in the time we have left today? Hidden cache. Wait. Where's the hidden cache? Oh my god. I am gonna regret this, aren't I? Oh, no. Well, it's done. It's done. I cannot fix this, but I can get a hidden cache. Walks. At least they are giving me relatively useful crafting materials. Even though I'm not in need of itemful crafting anymore. But at least they're giving me something that I consider useful. So that's better. Now we gotta try to find the road once again. Yeah, try and get me, okay. Well, I think this is the place where we left the road to find Radagast initially, in the Gladden Fields. So, this section over here is an unexplored section of the road. And I think there is not a river per se, but there's some sort of creek maybe that we're gonna cross. And there should be a page, yeah. Over here. Apai vinja luina sirsire. Ah, but the new white stream flows. Sire ola kemen, sire ola hondo. Flows over earth, Blows over stone. We're almost done with those. This is the entrance to Blómgard, right? Yeah. The folk of Blómgard barely seem to notice you. Yeah, I've grown used to that a little bit. Don't mind me.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
Okay, we got the stable master. Here we have another birch bark page.
When cold wind wails and fir tree creaks, through the gloom of night he sneaks. O'er wooden wall and rooftops thatched, unlocked window, gate unlatched.
We're only missing one, and I'm not sure if the page we are missing is somewhere around Blómgard. It would be really nice if it did. I don't have a lot of space in my bags, but nonetheless, it would be really nice if that page was somewhere around here. I guess we'll get a chance of exploring Blómgard more thoroughly if we grab, well, if we start questing in there. So let me grab the milestone first. So this is where we came, the entrance we used. Here are some stables, and it seems we have already a quest in here.
Are you here to help?
Oh my, a warden. That is what you are, is it not? My name is Odulf and I need your help. My brother Vulmar says there is a ghost in Blómgard. Not just any old ghost though, no. It is the ghost of Old Madab. I saw it. Well, I saw a barrel or a crit move, I did. Please, catch the ghost, Warden. Please, oh please, will you? You're gonna make me check every single crate and barrel in the town. Yeah, is that right? Oh. Yeah, this is the chance of fully exploring the town I was telling you about. Maybe we can try and advance some other quests as we look for this ghost. It is empty. It all is empty. Nothing. Alright. That'll take me a while at least to find a ghost. What I hilt is deep in conversation with Radagast, the brown wizard. Oh, you were quick, Radagast.
Will you help us? There is always more to be done.
Yes, I am Hilt, the leader of this village. The tales you have heard of scuttling shadows in the night are true, every word of them, and they have brought a number of adventurers here seeking to learn more. They brought this wizard hither as well. He says you are a friend of his. Perhaps then you could kindly ask him to leave? He brings only ill omens with him on his visit.
We meet once again in less than ideal circumstances.
Have you noticed? I certainly have. Do you know that some folk believe my arrival actually draws these problems with them? Preposterous, I know, but people do think so nevertheless.
There is something strange about these spiders.
There is something strange about these spiders, Beriathan, but I cannot put my finger upon what it might be. They are hiding somewhere in Laurelot, I can tell you that. And I can tell you too that we have to help these people. You because you are an adventurer, and me because, well, I owe them that. Let us leave it at that, and speak no more of my faults for now. Oh, it is a worrisome thing to remember. Suddenly, you hear shouts from the eastern side of the village. They are on the attack again! You must defend the village! Go now, quickly and hastily and with great speed, Beriathan! Okay, well, yeah. If you're telling me to hurry, I will hurry, but I still need to talk to Orahild and Yorick and... well... you get the idea. Whoa. Right. There they go. Anything else? Anything else? No? No? Sure? It seems so. Seems that was it. No, there they come. The last of these spiders flees into the woods. Yeah, you better. You better. Alright, now let's see if we can finally find a ghost. Empty crate, of course. Jeez, you're gonna make me... yeah, something isn't there. Is that a squirrel? The squirrel is surprisingly friendly. But at least it was.
Are you here to help?
Oh, that Volmar. I'd wager he caught that squirrel and put it in there to make me think Olmarab was on the loose. Volmar is always trying to trick me. Odulf starts to cry, but then he wipes his eyes and the sniffles stop. Do you know something? I think I have seen that squirrel before. He is friends with that funny man in brown who lives around here. You should bring him the squirrel, he probably misses his friend. I know I would. I wouldn't miss Volmar though, not at all. Let him find new friends if he seeks to keep tricking the ones he already has. I think you should scold Volmar first, and then find the man in brown. But where is Volmar again? Volmar. Oh, there you are, little rascal. Come here. I am sorry for scaring Odulf and trapping that squirrel you have. Yeah, he feels bad about what he did. Let us see how Radagast feels about his poor friend being used that way. I have the feeling the little guy is gonna complain to him.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
You have done Blómgard a good service, for the village is defended and we are safe, for now at least. You say that you have done this in the name of Radagast? Perhaps we will let you and Radagast stay here until this threat is no more. My guards have informed me that one of the injured spiders tried to escape and he tracked the beast. Before it could disappear into the thick of the woods, it turned into some sort of man. We captured the wounded beast and have kept it under guard. You explained that this creature could be one of the Ungoledain, a group of skin changers from Mirkwood who worship spiders and hold them to be sacred. If you know of these creatures, it seems to me that you are the one to speak with our captive.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
Blómgard was once a place of joy, but lately our spirits have fallen. We have toiled long, but ever our work is hard, and our lives become harder. We call it the green sadness, or are we not like the trees that reach for the sunlight but become crowded by the overhanging canopy of our hardships and fall beneath the shroud of darkness? Seek out the folk of the village if you think it be not so.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
An elf passed through earlier looking for dwarf ruins. She seemed lost and confused. I sent her to the Fjordings at the edge of the Gladden Fields. They can deal with her. I have no time for such things. If you feel so inclined, you might wish to make sure she arrives safely. That is a vector. So maybe we can leave that vector for later.
Will you help us? There is always more to be done.
My folk have built sturdy wooden palisades to protect the village, but I fear it will not be enough. There are some old stone walls along the eastern side of the village. If we were to gather more stones from the forest edge, we could repair the wall. Would you gather up some field stones for us so we could use them to repair the wall and safeguard the people of Blómgard? Sure.
We hear tell of great deeds from far away, but danger is always near.
Perhaps my wife Orahild has told you that the numbers of those who dwell in Blómgard dwindle year by year. Soon there will not be enough of us to defend the village, nor enough to hunt for food. In better times our hunters ranged the woods for boar meat, and it was enough. Can I ask you to brave the woods of Laralat and return with boar meat for my village? Yeah, always the boar meat, yeah, sure.
Well, look who you found!
What good fortune! I have been searching for this little one everywhere. Well, not everywhere I suppose, for I found him not. Together perhaps, we searched everywhere. Thank you, Beriathan. I would see my friend here needs to be a little more careful. Indeed, I will say it. You should be more careful where you scamper off too, little one. Do not wander off again without letting me know, little one. Okay, that was certainly not the result I was expecting. But then again, it seems Radagast it's a little bit more patient, more open than Gandalf to this kind of misunderstandings, let us say. The East Blight was a place of splendor and glory that outshone all homes of men. Most of all, it was the home of my people. The East Blight. Okay, East Blight, not East Blight. That is the Ungoledain prisoner. We'll wait a little for that. I just want to hear the villagers first. Many of those who helped us and protected us when we were in need were killed in battle. Our cousins on the far side of the Greenwood had once settled in the fertile lands of the East Bight under a great chieftain. They built the great hall of Viduvarg. It is very far from here. Viduvarg, that name does ring a bell. That was the past. Viduvarg is gone and will never be anew. Interesting. It is our way to withdraw from the world. Each village barely associates with even its closest neighbor. Do you have neighbors? It doesn't seem so in my map. It is not so to change our ways. After the war, the Orcs fell upon the villages, burning them to the ground. By the time the frenzy was over, hardly any woodmen remained west of the Anduin. I doubt we shall ever recover. Don't say that, there's always hope. Where there's life, there's hope, an old hobbit used to say. The war made some of us turn on friends and family, betraying them to the enemy. It was terrible. Alright, no more here. Or in here. There's gotta be somewhere. on, I'm only missing one. And I have no idea. Ah no, sorry, I have already talked to them, hearing their concerns, and now I need to encourage them. My bad. Leave me be. Oh, come on, chill out. I feel a little better, thanks. Yeah. A little thanks doesn't hurt anybody. Let us continue looking then. I feel a little better, thanks. Thanks, though I do not feel any better. Well, at least you are being polite about it, so I'm willing to let that one pass. This one, maybe? Leave me be. I'll leave you be, but please calm down. Nope. I thought I was almost sure that I had it, but maybe it's this guy here. I feel a little better, thanks.
Our people survived, and our hardships made us stronger.
I thank you for seeking to encourage my people, Beriathan, even if the green sadness cannot be tamed with mere words. When the woods are made safe for even the children, perhaps then hope will return to our hearts. There is no easy solution, but we are sturdy people and we will face our hardships as we have always done. With your help, we might find a way forward.
You will help us face our foes, yes?
Alright, then it seems at this point is where you would have gotten the quests that Orahil and Evorik gave you in a more natural, smooth way, if you will. Bottom line, we already have that quest. We need to speak to the Ungoledain wounded warrior and, well, collect a couple materials out in the fields. All of that, however, will have to come on the next episode. For the time being, thank you so much for watching today's episode of Citadel Guard Adventures. I hope you enjoyed, and I hope to see you on the next one. Until then, my friends, stay safe, take care, good luck to you all, and I will see you later.